Can you imagine entering your home and being greeted by a delicious, relaxing, and enveloping aroma, as if it were a luxury hotel or a dream spa? What if I told you that you don't need to spend fortunes on air fresheners or clean for hours every day to achieve this? Because today, I'm going to reveal to you something that very few people know. The 10 best-kept secrets of professionals, so that your home always smells amazing. Even if you have pets, cook all day, or barely have time to clean. Yes, you read that right. It is not about hiding bad odors. It is about eliminating them from the roots and replacing them with natural, long-lasting, and pleasant fragrances. This video goes beyond the typical home tricks, because what you are going to learn here is exactly what is used by 5-star hotel cleaning experts, professional organizers, and yes, also those who prepare houses for sale that need to smell perfect from the first second. And here's the most important thing. If you ignore these secrets, your house may continue to have those uncomfortable smells that, even if you've gotten used to them, are still present for any visit. But if you stay until the end, not only will you discover the most effective methods, I will also tell you what is the #1 habit that changes everything. The one that transforms any house, regardless of its size, location, or budget, into a home that you fall in love with because of its aroma. So, do you want your house to always smell good, without effort, without harsh chemicals, and with real results? Then this video is for you. Stick around, because what you're going to learn may forever change the way you live and breathe in your home. Have you ever walked into a house and thought, but how can it smell so good all the time? It is as if the environment embraces you, as if every corner is impregnated with calm freshness and that feeling of a cozy home. And then you look at your own house, and even though it's clean, it doesn't smell the same. Sometimes there is a slight smell of humidity, other times of food, of confinement, or simply of nothing. And that, although you don't always notice it, affects how you feel in your own space. I know, because thousands of people go through the same thing. Keeping a house smelling good all the time seems like an unattainable luxury reserved for those who have time, money, or professional help. But the truth is different, because it's not about spending more or living by cleaning. It's about doing the right thing. With small changes, with simple but smart actions, you can completely transform the atmosphere of your home. And in this video, I'm going to show you, because I gathered the 10 most effective secrets that cleaning professionals use to make a house smell good always. And I'm not talking about common flavorings. I'm talking about techniques that neutralize odors from the root, that keep the air clean, and that make your home leave an unforgettable impression from the first second. Can you imagine opening the door of your house and breathing deeply with a smile, feeling that that place is your refuge, your peace, your sacred corner? That is possible. And today, we are going to build it together. But pay attention, because among all these secrets, there is one in particular that changes the game. It's simple, but no one does it properly. Therefore, stay until the end, because that is what really makes the difference. And if you apply it, you will never want to leave home again. Conscious ventilation. One of the most common mistakes in homes is to underestimate the power of fresh air. Many people keep their windows closed for fear of dust, noise, or out of habit, without realizing that stale air is the first culprit of persistent bad odors. When you don't allow air to circulate, the smells from the kitchen, the humidity from the bathroom, the sweat from the clothes, and even the cleaning products mix, creating a stuffy, dense, unpleasant environment. And the worst thing, your nose gets used to it. You stop noticing it, but others feel it instantly. The solution seems obvious, but few do it effectively. Ventilate every day, and do it with intention. How is this done? Opening several opposing windows at the same time, creating what experts call cross-current. This natural airflow literally sweeps away stagnant air, renews the energy of spaces, and gives your environments a break. The ideal is to do it during the first moments of the day when the air is cooler. It only takes 15 to 30 minutes to notice the difference. While the air circulates, you can take the opportunity to shake the armchairs, move the curtains, or shake out a rug that releases particles that will be carried away by the current. Do you have a bathroom without windows? Open the door during this time. Put up a fan if possible, and let fresh air from the rest of the house reach it. This small change to your routine made every day has a direct and immediate impact on how your home smells. And the best part, it's free. You don't need to buy anything. You just need the habit. Ventilating with intention not only improves the smell of your house, it improves your health, your energy, and your mood. Because a well-ventilated space feels more alive, cleaner, and more welcoming. It is the first step to creating an environment that always smells good. Clean textiles, long-lasting scents. There is a silent enemy of good smell at home. Textiles. Yes, those objects that are everywhere. Sofas, curtains, rugs, cushions, bedspreads, and that, without realizing it, absorb odors of the environment like sponges. The aroma of food, smoke, sweat, humidity, everything is trapped there. And even if the floor is spotless and you use air fresheners, if your textiles are dirty or stuffy, your house will never really smell good. Has it happened to you that you clean everything, put in an air freshener, and after a few hours, the bad smell returns? It's because what is impregnated in the fabrics is recontaminating the air. Therefore, professionals insist on this point. If you want a home that always smells good, textiles must be clean and constantly renewed. Now, it's not about washing curtains every week, but yes, having a calendar. For example, you can wash cushion covers every 15 days, the sheets once a week, the curtains at least once a month, carpets, depending on use, once every 2 or 3 months, or at least vacuum them frequently. And the sofas, well, if they don't have removable covers, you can spray them with a mixture of water, white vinegar, and a few drops of essential oil, and then wipe them with a dry cloth to freshen and deodorize. Another pro tip, use dry baking soda. Sprinkle a thin layer on sofas or rugs. Let sit for 20 minutes, then vacuum. Baking soda neutralizes embedded odors without damaging fabrics. It's pure magic. Plus, when you keep textiles clean, you can strategically scent them. Lightly sprinkling the cushions with a mixture of water and lavender, or storing aromatic sachets inside the pillowcases adds that extra touch that transforms the atmosphere. The difference is immediate. A house with clean textiles smells of freshness, care, and a well-maintained home. And the best part is that the aroma lasts over time because you're taking care of the root of the problem, not just putting makeup on it. Therefore, if you want long-lasting results, start where no one is looking, but where everything is impregnated. Use the power of vinegar, but wisely. White vinegar is one of those ingredients that many people have in their pantry without knowing that it is a good aroma superhero. Yes, its smell may seem strong at first, even somewhat aggressive, but when used correctly, it neutralizes bad odors naturally and effectively without the need for synthetic fragrances. And the most surprising thing is that it not only covers them, it eliminates them. The problem with many traditional air fresheners is that they simply mask odors. It's like spraying perfume on dirty clothes. It may seem clean for a moment, but the root of the problem is still there. On the other hand, vinegar attacks the origin. Its acetic acid breaks down odor molecules, eliminating them from their base. How is it used in practice? A simple way is to fill a small container with white vinegar and place it in the areas where the bad smell accumulates. Behind the refrigerator, in the bathroom, near the trash, in the shoe closet. Leave it on for a few hours or all night, and the next day you will notice how much fresher the environment is. And no, it doesn't smell like vinegar. The smell disappears along with the others. Another technique is to use it in a spray bottle mixed with equal parts water. You can spray this solution on textiles, inside shoes, in the trash can, or even on the bathroom walls. In a short time, the environment is clean. Really. And here comes a pro trick. If you want the vinegar to also leave a pleasant smell, you can add a few drops of essential oils to the mixture. Lavender, mint, lemon, whatever you like the most. Vinegar neutralizes and oil perfumes. A powerful and natural combination. This method is so effective that many hotels use it between cleanings to remove any trace of a previous guest. That's how powerful it is. The benefit is twofold. First, you don't introduce unnecessary chemicals into the environment. Second, you control odors in a real way, not temporarily. And over time, if you use it regularly, your house will smell cleaner, fresher, and more yours. So, if you have vinegar at home, you already have a secret weapon to make your home always smell good. You just need to apply it with intention and consistency. Before continuing with the next secret, I want to make you a very special invitation. If you are liking this content and you feel like you are learning something new to transform your home, subscribe to the channel right now. Here, we share tricks, habits, and secrets every week that will help you have a cleaner, more organized home with good energy without complicating your life. And if you are already subscribed, activate the bell so you don't miss any videos. Now we continue with secret number 4, which, by the way, is one of the professionals' favorites. Aromatizes from cleaning. There is a huge difference between cleaning and cleaning with aroma. Many conventional cleaning products smell strong at first, but their fragrance disappears within minutes or, worse, leaves a chemical smell that is not pleasant at all. And here is the secret of the professionals. They integrate the aroma from the moment they clean, not after. What does this mean? That every time you clean a surface, instead of using neutral or overly aggressive products, you can prepare your own homemade solutions with ingredients that, in addition to cleaning, leave a pleasant and long-lasting aroma. The trick? Essential oils. For example, you can prepare a surface cleaning mixture with water, white vinegar, and 10 to 15 drops of your favorite essential oil. Lemon provides freshness. Lavender gives a feeling of relaxation. Mint energizes and purifies. This mixture works for countertops, tables, doors, handles, switches, any surface for daily use. And every time you wipe it, you will not only be cleaning, but also leaving a subtle fragrance that lingers in the environment. But this goes further. When you mop the floor, add a few drops of essential oil to the bucket of water. The result is amazing. The aroma rises from the ground and spreads throughout the house. In addition, that feeling of freshness lasts much longer because the aromatic particles remain impregnated on the surfaces. Do you want to go one step further? Make your own homemade wet wipes. In an airtight jar, place paper napkins or reusable cloths with a mixture of water, vinegar, and essential oil. Every time you need to clean something quickly, pull one out, and your house will not only look clean, but it will smell delicious too. The benefit of this technique is immediate. You don't have to wait to perfume afterward. The aroma is born with the cleanliness itself. It is cheaper, more natural, and above all, much more effective in the long term. Because when each cleaning action leaves a pleasant trace, your home gradually transforms into a place that invites, that embraces, and that always smells good. The invisible aromatic corner. There's something that high-end interior design and cleaning professionals know very well. Scent doesn't always have to come from a visible place. In fact, some of the most memorable smells in a home come from small, strategically scented corners, almost invisible to the eye, but unforgettable to the sense of smell. This technique consists of creating secret aroma points that work silently all day without anyone noticing. It uses absorbent elements that retain fragrances and hide in the right places. One of the most effective ways is with cotton or fabric. You simply soak cotton balls with your favorite essential oil. It can be vanilla, eucalyptus, lavender, or sweet orange, and place them in key places. Behind sofa cushions, inside drawers, behind doors, under the bed, in the laundry basket, and even inside the vacuum cleaner if you use one. This trick is widely used in boutique hotels, where the smell always seems to be in the air, with no clear source, because there is no air freshener in sight. But the aroma is there, enveloping the space. Another option is to use fabric bags or scented sachets. You can fill them with rice mixed with drops of essence, with dried flowers such as lavender or rose petals, or even with dried citrus zest. Place these bags in closets, shoe racks, corners of the bathroom, or inside decorative baskets. Over time, the aroma is gently released, maintaining a fresh and delicately scented environment. Do you have heating or air conditioning? You can take advantage of the grates. Place a small scented cotton pad behind the slits. Every time the air circulates, it will do so accompanied by the aroma you chose, like an invisible breeze of well-being. This habit completely transforms the sensory experience of the home, because it's not just about smelling good when you clean, but about maintaining a constant and subtle fragrance that seems to be a natural part of the space, without effort, without annoying elements in sight, without aerosols or artifices. An invisible aromatic corner is like a whisper of elegance that runs through each room. You don't see it, but you feel it. And once you apply it, you won't want to live without that discreet magic that changes everything. The power of fresh citrus. There is something almost magical about the aroma of citrus, orange, lemon, tangerine, lime. Not only do they smell good, they smell clean, like energy, like a happy home. And that is no coincidence. In fact, many industrial cleaning products try to imitate that smell because the brain automatically associates citrus with hygiene and freshness. What if I told you that you can have that effect at home naturally, every day, without chemicals or artificial perfumes? Yes, fresh citrus fruits have a power that goes far beyond flavor. Their peels contain natural essential oils that, when released, purify the air, neutralize bad odors, and provide a unique feeling of vitality. It's like opening the windows, but with the aroma of happiness. How do you use this technique at home? Start by saving lemon, orange, or tangerine peels every time you consume them. You can place them in a pot with water, add a little cinnamon stick or cloves, and let it boil over low heat. The steam that is released perfumes the entire house naturally. It is one of the oldest tricks and most effective. Another option is to place citrus peels on small decorative plates and distribute them around the house. If you let them air dry, they will retain their aroma for days. And if you mix them with sea salt or baking soda, you can even use that preparation as an odor neutralizer in the bathroom or near the trash can. You can also make your own homemade citrus spray. Mix water, alcohol, and a few drops of lemon juice or orange essential oil. Spray curtains, rugs, armchairs, and each space will be filled with a freshness that does not overwhelm, but transforms. The benefit of this method goes beyond the aroma. Citrus also helps lift your mood, reduce stress, and stimulate concentration. For this reason, many wellness experts recommend using their fragrances in the office or in spaces where you need mental clarity. And the best thing? It's cheap, natural, and starts from something you already have at home. By just taking advantage of the peels that you would normally throw away, you can completely change the atmosphere of your home. So, the next time you peel an orange, don't just think of it as fruit. Look at it as a secret tool to make your house smell like joy, freshness, and life. Special care for garbage cans. Few things ruin the good aroma of a house more than a bad smell that comes from the garbage can. It's a small detail, but if you don't handle it with strategy, it can invade the entire kitchen and even spread to other areas without you realizing. It's like a silent enemy. You think everything is clean, but something smells bad, and you can't identify what it is until you open the trash can. And this is where the professionals do it differently. They don't just empty the trash can. They treat it as a source of aroma in itself. Because if you can't avoid having garbage, what you can avoid is having it smell bad. How do they do it? There are several simple and very effective tricks. First, internal cleaning. At least once a week, wash the inside of the bucket with hot water, white vinegar, and a few drops of lemon or eucalyptus. This mixture not only disinfects, but also neutralizes persistent odors that remain impregnated in the plastic. It's not enough to just change the bag. If the container is dirty, the bad smell will return again and again. Second, the bottom of the can. This is where invisible liquids and waste are concentrated. Place a sheet of absorbent paper, or even a piece of cardboard soaked with vinegar and baking soda on the bottom before putting the new bag. This acts as an odor filter. Some even add a few drops of essential oil directly to that paper. That way, every time you open the trash can, not only does it not smell bad, it smells good. Do you have small bins in bathrooms or bedrooms? The same principle applies. A cotton pad with mint or lavender essence at the bottom works wonders. In addition, it reinforces the idea that your entire house, even in its most functional corners, is cared for with love. And the professional bonus: never leave the bag full overnight. If you know there's leftover food, take it out before going to sleep, because the smell ferments and the next day it will have permeated everything. This simple habit completely changes the sensory experience of the home because it's not just about perfume. It's about not allowing the bad smell to exist. And the garbage can, well treated, goes from being a hidden villain to an invisible ally, so that your house always smells good. Refresh the air with natural methods. When we think about making the house smell good, the first thing that comes to mind for many is commercial sprays and air fresheners. But there is something that few know. Many of these products only disguise odors, and in some cases they mix them, creating a stuffy, artificial, even annoying environment. The professionals know it. Therefore, they resort to natural refreshing that purifies the air without saturating it, and leaves an authentic, light, and very pleasant sensation. One of the most effective ways is to prepare your own homemade room spray. All you need is a spray bottle, distilled water, a little alcohol, and essential oils. But here's the trick. Don't use just one scent. Mix twice. For example, lavender with eucalyptus, lemon with rosemary, orange with cloves. These combinations not only smell better, but activate different sensations: calm, energy, cleanliness. This type of spray can be used in the air, on curtains, on sofa textiles, or even on bedding. A couple of sprays in the morning and another at the end of the day, and the atmosphere is transformed. In addition, you can adapt it to the seasons of the year. In summer, citrus and floral aromas. In winter, cinnamon, vanilla, and wood. But not everything has to be a spray. There are other methods that are just as natural. One of the experts' favorites is to use a diffuser with essential oils. This small device disperses aromatic particles into the air continuously without saturating, and you can leave it on for hours without worrying. Some even have dim lights, making your home an even cozier space. Another simple technique: boil water with cinnamon sticks, orange peel, cloves, or ginger in a pot. The steam spreads slowly and purifies everything. It's the favorite trick of many home planners for events or sales. A warm fragrance that feels like home. And if you want something even simpler, place aromatic plants in key places. Basil in the kitchen, lavender in the bedroom, rosemary in the bathroom. Not only do they oxygenate the environment, but they release a soft, natural, and constant aroma. When you freshen the air with natural methods, you are doing more than just aromatizing. You are taking care of your health, your well-being, and that of everyone who inhabits the space, because a clean, authentic, and harmonious aroma is not only breathed in, it's felt in the body and in the soul. The secret is in the hotspots. There is something that professionals always do when they want a house to smell good from the first moment. They focus on the home hotspots. What are they? They are those places that, although they may not seem like it, concentrate more smells than you imagine. And if you don't treat them carefully, they can ruin the entire atmosphere of your home, even if you clean the rest. The main hotspots are usually the entrance of the house, the bathroom, the kitchen after cooking, and clothes cabinets. All of these places have in common the fact that they are areas where odors accumulate or stagnate. And, also coincidentally, they are the places where anyone who enters your house passes. They are your letter of introduction. The solution is to strategically perfume these points. It's not about exaggerating, but about generating a subtle, immediate, and positive impact in the entryway. For example, you can place a small reed diffuser with a fresh, welcoming fragrance, such as vanilla with sandalwood or lavender with citrus. You can also spray a homemade mixture on a small rug or place a scented sachet inside the shoe cabinet. In the bathroom, it is key to act before the bad smell appears. A mixture of baking soda with a few drops of essential oil at the bottom of the toilet or on the toothbrush holder works wonders. Spraying the shower after each use with a mixture of water, vinegar, and eucalyptus essence also helps maintain that spa feel. And never underestimate the power of a scented candle lit for 10 minutes a day. Small gesture, big change. In the kitchen, the trick is to act immediately after cooking. If you prepared something with garlic, onion, or fish, boil water with cinnamon and citrus as soon as you finish. You can also use a natural spray on the surfaces. And if you have an extractor hood, clean the filters frequently. A lot of the invisible bad smell hides there. And in the closets, a foolproof trick is to place natural scented tablets, such as Mars soap, inside a cloth bag. Every time you open the closet, a wave of pleasant aroma greets you. You can also use sachets with dried flowers or cotton with essences. The key is to anticipate the smell. Act before something smells bad. Thus, each of those hot points becomes a strong point. Your house begins to have an identity, a footprint, a presence. And believe me, when someone walks in and says, "It smells good in here," it won't be by chance. It will be because you understood the secret of the details that make all the difference. The aromatic nighttime routine. There's something deeply powerful about what happens in your home while you sleep. During the night, the atmosphere calms down, the noise drops, the lights go off, and the air also settles. It is the perfect time for certain aromas to work in the background without interruptions. That's why professionals don't just think about how to make a house smell good during the day. They create nighttime aroma routines so that the atmosphere is renewed while you rest. And it's not about turning on an air freshener and that's it. It is a series of small gestures performed every night that create a cumulative effect. An aroma that settles in gently, permeates the textiles, mixes with the silence, and in the morning, it feels like a completely new atmosphere. Start with the simplest thing. Open the windows for 5 minutes before going to sleep. Just a little. Just enough to get some fresh air in, even if it's cold. That brief exchange of air changes everything. Next, lightly spritz the sheets with a mixture of water and lavender, vanilla, or chamomile essential oil. Not only will it leave a subtle aroma in the room, it will also help you sleep better. If you have a diffuser, set it on a timer. Let it work for the first 30 minutes of sleep. The ideal mix: lavender and bergamot to relax, mint and eucalyptus if you want to clear your mind. You don't need more. Just let the fragrance do its job. Another powerful habit is to place a scented sachet inside the pillow or at the foot of the bed. It can be with dried flowers, flavored rice, or cotton, soaked in essence. During the night, body heat slowly activates the aroma, and without you realizing it, it permeates the environment. And if you want to take it a step further, prepare your home like a boutique hotel would. Turn off bright lights, leave a dim lamp on, and light a scented candle for 10 minutes before going to sleep. Not only will it relax the space, but it will leave a deep, enveloping aroma that will accompany you all night, even after the candle goes out. The benefit of this routine is invisible, but transformative, because every morning you'll wake up to a home that already smells good. No need to run or cover it, simply because you prepared everything the night before. And that gesture, repeated night after night, becomes a ritual, one that transforms your home and also your rest. Remember, good aroma is not born by accident. It is cultivated, it is cared for, and it is also dreamed. Now that you know these 10 secrets from the professionals, you probably don't look at your house the same way anymore because you understood something key. A home that always smells good is not a matter of luck, nor of having the best air freshener on the market. It's a matter of habits, of intention, of attention to details that others overlook. Maybe before you thought that achieving that perfect aroma was something expensive, complicated, or reserved for people with a lot of time. But now you know that everything starts with small, constant, and deeply intelligent action. From strategically ventilating to creating a nightly routine, every step adds up. And not only for the sense of smell, but also for the energy of your home, for your well-being, for the peace you feel when you walk through the door. Because a house that smells good, you live better, inspires calm, generates order, reflects care. It's like an invisible hug that awaits you at the end of the day. And you deserve to live in a place like this. So what are you going to do today? Are you going to try one of these secrets? Are you going to walk around your house with new eyes? Or rather, with a new sense of smell, and start changing it from the air you breathe? I invite you to choose one of these ideas and put it into practice tonight. Just one. And tomorrow, you will notice the difference. And if you've already done it or have other tricks that work for you, tell me in the comments. I want to know how you transform your home with your own magic. If this video inspired you, helped you, or gave you a new idea, don't leave without leaving your like and subscribing to the channel Golden Elders. That helps me a lot to continue sharing content that makes your life simpler, more harmonious, and with a better aroma. Thank you for being here, for taking care of your space, for wanting your house to feel as good as it smells. See you in the next video.